Meanwhile, at Manage Comics, coming to you from a secret underground lair, these dedicated heroes discuss the business of comics, industry news, hobby store retail issues, and the latest developments from Manage Comics. They are promoters of comics, champions of small business, and four-color heroes. They are the Manage Comics team.
Hey everyone, it is Brian, and today is Thursday, May 25th. It's the day after some of the larger news we've gotten in a while in the comics industry, although not entirely surprising. So yesterday, an announcement went out that was kind of confusing that said basically the Image was leaving Diamond and going to Lunar. Not entirely the case. Turns out that Lunar will now become the main distributor for Diamond or for Image, and Diamond will become a wholesaler of them. So I'm just going to go ahead and read the announcement that came out yesterday because I think it's kind of fascinating, especially if we read a little bit between the lines. Portland, Oregon, 5/24/2023, Image Comics is pleased to announce a worldwide exclusive distribution deal with Lunar Distribution, effective with September on-sale titles, which will open for order on the Lunar site for retailers on Wednesday, June 14th, for direct market comic shop distribution. Previously exclusive to Diamond Comics distributors, Image Comics will join DC as one of Lunar's largest periodical publishers and will work in partnership with Lunar to share further communications with the direct market, including next steps details, to ensure a seamless transition for comic shop retailers. First and foremost, we want to thank Steve Jeppy, Chuck Parker, and everyone at Diamond for their ongoing service and all that they've done for Image over the years. For over 3 decades, they have been at our side, supporting our books from the moment we founded our company back in 1992, said Todd McFarlane, president of Image Comics. Every Image Comics published since our inception in 92 has been distributed to thousands of retail outlets by Diamond, and they have played a very important role in our company's evolution. We have enjoyed a relationship with Diamond over the decades, and we have made some wonderful friends there. So this decision has been a difficult one, said Eric Larson, Chief Financial Officer at Image Comics, who served as publisher at Image from 2004 to 2008. It was not a move that we made lightly, though, and ultimately, the change was made because of the benefits to readers and retailers who are our real customers. There are services Lunars will provide that will make it easier for stores to buy our titles and for fans to find our books. This is a big win for them, and we hope this new partnership is as strong and long-lasting as the previous one. We wish Diamond nothing but the best as we look towards the future. We leave with nothing but the deepest respect for Steve, Chuck, and all of the folks at Diamond, both past and present, said Jim Valentino, Image's vice president and former publisher at Image from 1999 to 2004. This is a big change, but we will be working with Diamond in other capacities and look forward to maintaining those relationships with the Diamond team for years to come, noted Eric Stevenson, the company's current publisher and chief creative officer. Lunar is an impressive new player in the direct market, and we are eager to work with them on the next phase of our development, as well as joining DC in leading the industry towards what we believe are positive changes for everyone. Christina Merkler, co-owner at Lunar Distribution, said, "We are thrilled to announce our exclusive worldwide distribution deal with Image Comics. We are constantly seeking innovative ways to expand our reach and bring exceptional content to our retail accounts around the world. This partnership will allow us to further expand our offerings and provide unparalleled access to the most exciting and sought-after titles in the industry. We look forward to working closely with Image and continuing to provide top-notch service to our direct market accounts." Lunar Distribution was first launched in 2020 when it became the home distributor to DC and provides distribution services to the direct market with an emphasis on quality, efficiency, and customer satisfaction. Retailers interested in learning more and how to set up an account with Lunar can visit lunardistribution.com/home/FAQ. So, that was a long, long and winding road. There's a couple of interesting things in there. Of course, the one that I almost laughed out loud at was next phase. There's a line about next phase here, um, and is actually Lunar's the title of Lunar's catalog that they send out, which I just thought was kind of cute. Um, yeah, interesting, reading between the lines. And this is something I've heard from different publishers is that some publishers are looking for more data than what Diamond can provide them right now. And data has been or Diamond has been traditionally a little bit hesitant to provide some of that data. So I don't have any insight into this, but I would suspect that it's something around that. I know Lunar is able to provide some different sell-through data and information that than Diamond does right now. And honestly, I thought that Image would go to Penguin Random House, and I thought this was going to happen like 6 months ago. So it's a bit of a surprise that it went to Lunar, but it's not a surprise that they left Diamond. I've been expecting this for a while, which kind of ties into Managed Comics. How is this going to affect you? Not terribly. Um, it's pretty easy for us to add a new distributor to a publisher. In fact, it's like literally one click. I check on which distributor we want to add, and boom, we do it. We need to start adding Universal so our Canadian colleagues can start getting Universal as their distributor for different stuff. That will be coming soon. I have a talk with Alessandro next week, and one of the things I want to take out of that is, hey bud, let's get your initial orders and FOCs going through the managed comic system so that we can, at least get initials ready for folks. Even if it's just a matter of me creating a flat file that you guys can at least copy, something simple. They've got bigger plans where they want to get us involved in APIs and stuff, which would be super cool. But I'm perfectly happy with walking before we run. This kind of leads to a couple other questions about, how is our stuff structured that we can be flexible enough. So right from the get go, GeekFetch and Managed Comics have been built with the intent um, to serve multiple distributors through the same data. And actually, ironically, today, by the time you see this, it'll have already happened. We have a meeting with about 20 industry people from Marvel, DC, Diamond, Lunar, um, basically all the big players in the business. Images got folks there. Yeah, yeah, a bunch of like there's IDW, Boom, tons of people will be there. And our plan is to start standardizing the data a little bit more. It's going to be a couple year process, but right away, one of the things I want to do is disambiguate the publisher data from the distributor data. So, what is the minimum viable stuff that a publisher needs to provide in order to get stuff into our system? And then, how do we layer on distributor things on top of that? So, things like discount codes and stuff like that are distributor constructs, not the publisher construct. Publisher is price, title, cover artist, that kind of stuff, right? Distributor is FOC date, uh, release date, which is different than, or ship date, which is different than release date. Release date is the publisher. Ship date, the date that it will be shipped from Diamond, is a distribution thing. So we're gonna kind of disambiguate those things a little bit more and separate them on another level. And what this will also allow us to do is layer in things like Hachette and Ingram and let you start to choose a little more granularly who you want to get stuff from. Um, and I'm hoping at some point, we can bring in all the data from those different distributors as well. And ideally, once we've kind of separated this stuff out, we'll be able to bring in non comics distributors a lot easier. So if we want to bring in Asmodee or Alliance or any of those guys, we can bring them in, and then you can create your product super fast. So yeah, that's our intent there. Let's hear what Diamond had to say about this, because Diamond now loses another major front of the book publisher. They've already lost like 70% of the industry with Marvel and DC. Now they're losing, I think, you know, Image has 10-12% of the market share. When Dark Horse left Diamond to go to Penguin Random House, Jeppy and co said that this isn't that big a deal. I mean, it's Dark Horse, they're a couple percentage points. So what does Diamond say about this? They say, "Dear Diamond customers, today Image Comics announced that effective September 2023, Diamond will serve as wholesaler for Image Comics and graphic novels to the direct market. We are working through details, including reviewing discount terms, and will communicate any changes as quickly as possible. While their announcement today marks a new chapter in our partnership, we are delighted that Diamond will continue to play a vital role as a key source for Image Comics and graphic novels to the direct market. We also remain your largest single source for comics, games, collectible, and hundreds of other amazing pop culture products from a huge variety of publishers each and every month. We're devoted to serving your needs, and every day I thank you for your continued trust and support." That was from Steve Jeppy. Um, Universal is said to be setting up an American based warehouse in the fourth quarter of this year. So you'll have more choice. And yeah, this is honestly, it's an exciting time. A lot of things are changing, and they're not necessarily for the worse. I know it does add some work, but our job at Managed Comics is going to be to increasingly decrease that workload and make this stuff a little bit easier for you. Really, all you'll have to think about is, who do I need to upload these files to? Do I need to upload them to Lunar, Penguin Random House, or Diamond? And from there, stuff will just start to flow in. It should be easier, and you can take advantage of different discount rates and different whatever is going to work out best for you. So, yeah, that's huge news in the industry. Diamond's still an amazingly profitable company, and I don't think that this means the end of Diamond. I think what it really means is that publishers were looking for alternatives, and the pandemic was kind of just a catalyst for so much stuff, and a lot of it's really good, right? Like a lot of the stuff that happened pandemic, pre-pandemic, and post-pandemic are amazingly, powerfully good things for the industry. The industry has complained for the longest time about a monopoly. Well, there's no longer a comics monopoly. We have true competition. I have complained about the industry being stuck in the past with technology for the longest time. And guys, I've never seen such an amazing technological shift and a willingness for people to embrace new technologies. So, like, that's kudos to all you, and especially anybody that's using Managed Comics and that has embraced Shopify and that's looking at e-commerce and that sees e-commerce as a new channel, which we honestly should have been leveraging 5-10 years ago. I had an e-commerce store in 2005. I wanted all y'all with me, but it takes time to embrace that stuff. Clicks and bricks is a real thing. I buy stuff online and pick it up in store all the time from other retailers. The fact that I can do it with my comic store now is just icing on the cake. So, it's really exciting. I know it's tough right now. The economic situation is not great. People's budgets are stretched thin. So, making things super accessible and easy for them to get, having good marketing strategies to let them know about new stuff, all these things are key. Um, I'm really excited about the future. Like, guys, I've gone all in on Managed Comics. This is all I do now, day in and day out. I have multiple people. So if I wasn't confident that this was something that we needed to invest a lot of time in, I'd be off doing marketing stuff for Fortune 500 companies, which I hate. But if I have to do it to make money, I would do it. But I'm confident that Managed Comics is the way forward, and I'm confident that the industry has a bright future. So, like I said, exciting times, amazing news, and I thought we would kind of jump in and do something totally different. I've never done kind of breaking news on Managed Comics, meanwhile at Managed Comics. But here we are. So that's going to do it for this week. In the meantime and in between time, keep managing those comics, and we will see you next week.